Learning is a priority at Parts Life, and part of the reason is because right through my career I've had to do different things in order to make sure that I was ready for the next task that is ahead of me. I've carried that through at Parts Life. And the way that we do training at Parts Life is that we make our team members go to industry days, attend industry days and trade shows. We also take them to customers. We have reached out to trade organizations. In addition, we have also reached out to our community college and are in the process of tailor-making quite a few classes so that our team members can take advantage of that. Last but not least, I am also in the process of teaching my team quality management, because this is an extremely important part of what Parts Life stands for: the reliability of our products and the reliability of our service. And I feel so strongly that I'm in the process of actually being trained in quality management one more time so that I can actually teach my team that. One of the most important part of quality management is the actual continuous improvement process, which is very much a part of learning. A big part of Parts Life is not only in building a successful company, but doing that by actually developing the people that work at Parts Life. And that is not only in the strategy and the tactics of the organization, but also who they are in outside work. So in some cases I have actually lost individuals because they got more competent and they also got more marketable, but I see that as an investment in that person. And for those of us who are interested in eternal value, I think it's very much a part of the core of who we are. Training and learning is a very important part of Parts Life, and in our strategic planning process and within our sales and marketing process, we are certainly finding areas where our team needs more work, and so we are really emphasizing and prioritizing that. Going back to Ephesians 2:10, that says we are God's workmanship created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which He has prepared in advance for us to do. I find it very interesting that not only did He prepare that work for us, He's actually prepared us to be able to do that work. It has really helped me to think about workmanship differently. Workmanship is not only all of our success, but it's all of our talents, abilities, and I would even say some of the failures that I have gone through personally and specifically in business in order to be able to do what it is that I do today. So I'm able to draw from all of that, and I truly believe that that's part of learning. I've had some very strong mentors in my life. One of them said, in a blind man's world, the one-eyed man is king. I've used that a lot as I have mentored, the team that I'm working with. Another one said, Sam, we went to the moon, you got to figure this one out. And so I look back, and I have freely received from some very strong mentors who've, in some cases, who are very hard on me in the formative years of my career. And so now I'm able to use what I've learned to be able to mentor others. For those of us who are Christian leaders, we have an example in Jesus Christ who taught with parables and short stories believers so that they were able to understand and wrap their minds around concepts that not necessarily were familiar to them. And I think as Christian leaders, we have the opportunity to learn from that. And I have actually started to use certain concepts. Some of the more popular ones are creativity before capital, or another one which is trust but verify. Last but not least, it is failing fast. And these are concepts that I use with my team, but the challenge is to be able to do that by giving good examples, making that making, and sometimes being able to reflect on some of the mistakes that we've made, because not only can you learn from success, but I think some of the best lessons that we can learn is through failure. Part of being a good leader and being a learning leader is to be able to learn through the mistakes that we make. In order to run and to establish a successful company, I think it's important for an organization to both have innovation and creativity, but also infrastructure. So as a leader, the important thing is to be able to make sure that our learning and training is fostering both these issues. Solomon said, "There's nothing new under the sun," but he also said, "For everything there is a season." During the pioneering parts of Part's life, or the startup parts of Part's life, we needed a certain level or a certain type of leadership style and certain training. Now that we are more in the growth and sustainment part of Part's life, my leadership style has had to change along with my team as well. I have found that part of what I need to do is to work on really developing my team. And I am spending a lot more time and resources in being able to make sure that my team is ready to go in being able to work in this particular season of the organization.